What's going on, guys? Crypto Guy here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency video. Um, so today I just want to talk about the recent events that took place on Bitconnect. If you haven't already heard, which I'm sure you have, Bitconnect the lending program has ended. Okay, plain and simple. So yesterday, seemed like a pretty normal day, somewhat, in the morning. Unfortunately, at that point in time, the platform was inaccessible. It actually had said that they were down for maintenance, and we were all hopeful that their exchange was going to actually open back up. And I was at work, and around say 3:30, I was able to log in, and I was greeted with this screen here, and I didn't really pay any attention to my Bitconnect wallet, but the first thing I saw was this little pop-up down here. So I clicked on it, and I noticed that said changes coming for the Bitconnect system halt of lending and exchange program. So when you read the title, it kind of sounds like somewhat harmless. The halt of lending and exchange platform just sounds like they are temporarily holding it, right? And you get into the details, and basically they say that they're going to stop the lending program completely, and also stop the exchange platform within the website. And what they have done instead is they have taken all of your active loans, which in my case was about $14,000 US dollars, and converted them to Bitconnect coins and put them into your Bitconnect wallet at the exchange rate of $363.62. And they state that that rate has been calculated based on a 15-day average. All right. Then you're free to do with the Bitconnect coins whatever you want. And then they go on to talk about why they are making this decision. And three reasons are bad press, the two cease and desist orders, and the DDoS attacks that they were suffering from this past weekend. Yeah. So obviously this was a huge shock to the entire community. The aftermath behind this, was unparalleled. I saw everything from death threats to people, cursing, and complete anger, sadness, disappointment. A lot of emotions were flying around yesterday, and it seemed to occur pretty fast, and there was a huge panic sell. In fact, just as a frame of reference, if you go to CoinMarketCap and just go to BCC real fast, you'll see that the panic was real, right? So the panic was real. Right here is where the news hit. Right here, and we're talking, like I said, around 3:30. That was the end. It was just unprecedented free fall, and really, it was shocking, So here's the issue that I have, I think, with the whole thing is that they paid us out in Bitconnect coins, right? So I think that's actually the main problem that everyone has, is that they paid us out in Bitconnect coins, and they paid us out at a higher rate than the fair market value already was at. At that point in time, Bitcoin had fallen down to nearly 10,000, and the BCC value was in the upper 100s, let's say 180, 190, and they paid us out at $363. So why is that? It sounds great, right? They paid us out with more money. Well, no, it's not good, because they gave us less coins, right? They gave us less coins. And if now we try to go back and sell those coins at the market value, we're already taking a huge, huge loss. So they actually did us a disservice. They actually caused us to lose money right off the bat. Now, if anyone, panic sold, they took a loss. They took a loss, and that's the way it is. And at that point in time, the platform was very, very unstable. It was hard to log in. When you did log in, you were faced with a lot of 404 and 502 errors, which caused a lot of other issues. And if you did successfully get it off, you had to change it over, transfer it over to another exchange, such as Livecoin, Coin Exchange, or HitBTC. Now, I'd be a liar if I told you that I didn't try to sell myself. As soon as I saw this message and I saw the amount of coins in my wallet, I immediately signed up for all three exchanges, and I was having trouble getting it out. I was having trouble transferring the coins out. So I decided, after about an hour's worth of trying, to hold the coins. I began to get a more level head about what was happening. And I think Bitconnect actually dropped at one point down to $5 on some exchanges. So right now it's somewhat stabilized at 25.57. So not that good, right? A couple days ago this was at $400, right? So it took a huge, huge loss, took a huge, huge dump in a very short period of time. So I think Bitconnect made a big mistake here, right? So they could have done a couple things, right? They could have paid us out in Bitcoin, right? Paid us out in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not going to drop in value. The amount of Bitcoin they would have been giving us would have been a drop in the bucket compared to what the whole mass of Bitcoin is out there, and it would have held its value and never would have dropped. The other thing they could have done is transfer the money into the Bitconnect wallet like they've done, but then also give us the chance or the choice to sell for Bitcoin at the same exact price that they gave us their Bitconnect coins in the wallet, right? So $363.62. That would have been fair. That would have been fair. At the very least, and this is like, out of all three choices, I'd say the bottom. They should have given us the fair market value of the Bitconnect coins to at least let us have a chance at making our money back. Granted, the coin itself would have plummeted regardless, but at least we would have had a chance to sell it, for somewhat of a profit or somewhat of a value, and that would have been the least they could have done. Now, with that being said, they, I believe, heard a lot of the problems that people were having. They heard a lot of the pain people are going through. So they actually issued another message today, and I believe they're going to try to make it right. So there are a lot of things that are going on. There's a lot of information that's coming out, and some of it's unconfirmed, some of it's from the company themselves. So this is what we got this afternoon, and this is straight from them. They're basically saying Bitconnect update regarding the changes to lending and exchange functions, right? What they're going to do, I'm not going to read the whole thing. What they're going to do is they're going to open up tomorrow. They're going to open up the exchange and allow us to move our Bitconnect coins out of the wallet if we choose to. And what they'll also do for the next 10 days, anybody that's outside of the United States, they're going to honor a $150 BCC value on their Bitconnect X ICO to try and stabilize the price. So basically lift the price back up to a more manageable level. They do say that they're going to try and honor the value of the coin at the point which has been trading for the past couple of months. So I don't know how they plan to do that, but they do say that in this release. And they also state that the reason why the price dropped so fast is because they basically dumped all these coins onto the market so fast. That kind of makes sense, right? It's kind of like inflation, right? You dump all these coins into the market, flood the market. You're basically creating artificial inflation, right? Even though they're circulating, you're now dumping those coins and letting more circulate. So whatever they held in their reserve, they release to us, and now the value just plummets, right? So not so good, not so good. My plan here from here on out is to hold the coins. All right, I'm going to hold the coins they gave to me, and the reason why is I invested, $11,000 of Bitcoin into this platform, and the $11,000 in Bitcoin, it wouldn't make sense for me to sell and take such a large loss when things are kind of unsure right now. All the information is still flooding out. Things are still settling. The dust is settling. It's one of the reasons why I actually didn't make a video yesterday. I wanted things to kind of just work its way out, let the emotions run, and kind of, I guess, mourn, if you will, to absorb this. Definitely not ideal. This is definitely not an ideal situation. Like I said, I would be a liar if I said I didn't panic or try to panic yesterday. I'm definitely disappointed, but Bitconnect could have just ran away. They could have just literally taken our money and run away, and that would be the end of it. But they're not. They're still establishing lines of communication. They're still trying to make things right, I believe. I did hear this morning, this is completely unconfirmed, but there's a video from Craig Grant on YouTube stating that anyone that has gotten into the platform within the last 2 months, Bitconnect is going to somehow, some way, reimburse everyone their money that joined. Okay, only for the people in the last 2 months, and the reason why they're doing it in the last 2 months is most likely those people have, in the actual platform, did not recoup their entire capital. So the plan is for the people that have joined in the next 2 months, this is what I'm hearing, the last 2 months, to get all their money back. So what they're saying is, what Craig Grant said was to basically leave your Bitconnect coins that they have given you in your wallet. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it here. I'm not even going to transfer it to a staking wallet. I'm literally just going to leave it here. What's the worst that could happen, right? It's, they do say that they're going to keep this web page up for wallet services and education purposes. So I plan to just keep my coins in here and wait for any sort of reimbursements or any sort of promotion or anything. Or even if nothing happens, I'll just wait for the coin to appreciate in value. That's the best case scenario at this point. Needless to say, this is not the best thing. I really don't even know what to say, to be honest. I do want to apologize, I think, to a lot of people. I put out, I'd say, 11, 12 videos the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, talking about my Bitconnect journey. and I apologize on behalf of Bitconnect that this had to happen. The real purpose of the channel, is to not only document my journey, but to talk about cryptocurrency and how it has changed my life and hopefully changed everyone else's life. So this is part of the journey, right? It's part of the lessons learned. Lending platforms come with risk. I knew the risk heading into this. I have to say I was sucked into the comfort factor, if you will, the comfort level, and I believe that Bitconnect was going to be here for a very long period of time. Unfortunately, I was wrong with him, right? So I do apologize on behalf of Bitconnect that this had to happen. But, let's look back and understand that while the Bitconnect platform was operating, they really did not screw us over. They did exactly what they said they were going to do. We give them their money. They pay a percentage every single day. There is not one single person that was never paid out. Now, up until today, their reputation has been untarnished. So, what happens from here on out, right? What is going to happen? I don't know. I do not know. And the only thing I can tell you is what I plan to do. I plan to hold my coins in the platform for now. Wait till the dust settles, things settle out. Even tomorrow with the exchange opening, I'm just gonna let it play out a little bit and see what happens. I think over time, when the wounds heal and people stop over exaggerating and panic, I think the coin will resume some value. So I understand the Bitconnect coin had a very specific use, very specific purpose, and that specific purpose was to allow for lending. And unfortunately, that purpose has now been removed. So technically, the purpose and the coin itself should be removed, right? I believe Bitconnect is going to come up with another use case. What it might be, I'm not sure, but I believe they have the skills, the knowledge, the talent to figure out another use case for this coin that will make it valuable, right? So at this point, what I'm going to do is trust in the Bitconnect community and trust in the Bitconnect brand. At this point, they have not done me wrong yet. I have not sold, so technically I have not taken a loss. I believe if they do some other promotion or some other program to try and rectify this, it's just going to make the brand that much more reputable. And when that happens, I will document it. But from here on out, I believe, unless something, like I said, unless they do somehow create a program or something, I will no longer make videos about Bitconnect, and I will just focus on cryptocurrency as a whole. There's one other thing I wanted to talk about. So yeah, I have removed most of my videos on YouTube that had to do with my Bitconnect journey, and it's not because I hate Bitconnect. It's not because I believe they've done me wrong. It's more so, the purpose of the channel is to create a space that talks about cryptocurrency and its positivity in the environment, in our world. And up until now, Bitconnect was a huge benefit, a huge positive. So I decided to make most of the videos private and remove a lot of them just because I want to let things settle out. And obviously they were promoting a little bit, so since there's no more promotion, there's no need to have the videos promote them, promote the platform anymore. So that's really the reasons why I removed a lot of the training videos and the videos that talk about specific cases, and I removed the videos that tracked actually the progress. So a lot of the other videos I kind of just made private. So I'm going to use this channel, I think, more so as a cryptocurrency documentation and educational space, and talk about other ideas and platforms and projects that are taking place that will help and benefit others. I think I'm done with lending platforms for now. The king has died, right? The king of lending platforms has crashed, and I don't trust any other lending platforms. I know that a lot of people are running to Davercoin, but it's just a matter of time before this type of thing happens to them. So I think for at least personally for me, I'm going to stay away from lending platforms, and I'll find an alternate means to make money within the cryptocurrency space. Okay. So once again, out there, stay strong. Um, I know this sucks. It really does. But use this as an opportunity, right? So there's always opportunity. I think that if you're smart enough, you can probably figure out a way to optimize and um, capitalize on this opportunity. It may come back, it may not, but my personal plan is to hold and see what happens. Let things kind of just settle out. All right. I think that's it for today. I kind of just wanted to talk about this a little bit, and let me know your thoughts. Drop a comment. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. All right. Peace out.